It's the 11th of August, 2021. If you've been following the page, you've noted that I've got a couple videos on Charles Rector. He had assaulted a gentleman that was in one of the, or trying to get into the restroom in downtown Monterey a while ago. And I'd been following him and I figured out who he was and got his mugshot. And so now when I walk around, I see him and I know who he is and I try to avoid him. I don't say anything to him. I just keep my eye on him. And I was driving another time and he was yelling at some woman by the transit center at like 7 o'clock in the morning. In other cases I've seen where he walks past people and once they go by him the other direction, he'll turn around and start doing weird karate moves and so forth. But I haven't actually seen him physically assault anyone personally. But he was arrested a few days back and he had an arraignment yesterday. The person that he assaulted knew about this. We keep contact with each other. And he thought that maybe the city picked him up and put him in jail to keep him off the street during the concours events and all the car shows and so forth in Monterey. It's for a long time, residents of Monterey have thought that the police do sweeps in and around the times that there's events going on in the downtown area or on the peninsula to try to uphold a particular image and then, just sweep things aside. But we noticed that Rector's been in jail for 4 or 5 days, maybe even a little bit longer than that. And usually he has an arraignment, he's kicked out and boom. Being that his arraignment was yesterday, I expected the jail would release him probably by 11 o'clock at night or so, but it's not the case. He's still in. I went to the courthouse today and I was going through some of the arrests and citations that he has in his extensive minor criminal career, but he's got a few pages of arrests and citations and traffic violations and things along those lines. And I came across one that just makes me want to give this particular police officer award for bravery for giving a guy who, I don't know, he seems like he's a mental patient. I mean, I don't know, and I'm not a doctor or anything, but he just seems a little off. But for issuing him a citation for smoking in a place that's designated a non-smoking area, it's just heroic the things our police officers are willing to do for the community to keep us safe by issuing a citation to a guy who has physically assaulted people, but you issue him a citation for smoking in public. I just don't know what to say. It's like a couple of years ago, they came out with a plan to help homeless people. I'm thinking that plan was for people that actually wanted help, and it does work in certain circumstances. I'm not knocking that, but to then ignore everything else and just say, oh, we're trying. And you have to recognize that there are categories of homeless people. There are those that have fallen on hard times that want to get out of where they are and they want to improve their lot in life. And then there are people like the ones that you see down in the transit plaza that are pissing on themselves and drinking, and there's bottles of booze all over the place. I mean, the one video, was it 15 bottles of vodka laying on the ground? Is that from the weekend or from one night? I don't know. But, having a liquor store right across the street sure makes it easy for them. Could you put a liquor store that close to a school? Or how about a pot shop? No? Couldn't do that? Okay. Well, maybe a little zoning change needs to happen there. But then you have Trader Joe's too, so what are you going to do? Anyways, in Rector's case, he's still in jail. We're putting $10 bets on whether or not he'll be released Sunday night, Monday morning. Maybe not, because they still got to load all the cars up and stuff like that, and it wouldn't be fair to the drivers of these expensive sports cars and classics, and maybe an idiot like him doing something stupid to him. But what is the long-term solution with a Charles Theodore Rector? how do you solve that? Do we just keep having these reoccurring arrests and or somebody getting hurt, or do we have to wait till it escalates to the point of what happened at the Monterey Public Library when somebody got stabbed because they wouldn't give their other homeless friend a, a, a joint that they were smoking, or some other bullcrap that had happened there? But people died in that situation, or they get a toy gun from some store or something like that and get shot by a Monterey police officer. But writing a citation to this guy with all the arrests that he has on his record for smoking cigarettes in, I guess, an undesignated area. Anyways, I'll keep following Rector, see what happens with him. It's kind of interesting because, here's this guy's young guy, and this is going to be the rest of his life. He's just going to be out on the street, and but the rest of us have to deal with it when we walk down the street. This guy passes us by and he swings on you, and then someone like me, I turn around and I defend myself, and they'll throw me in jail. That's the way Monterey PD works with me. But anyways, I'll keep this updated in the box below. Sometimes I'll write a follow-up in the text so people can follow what's going on a particular person or subject. Anyways, peace out.